100 Crimes of the Chinese Communist Party in 100 Years. The Chinese Communist Party has been a disaster to China and the world for 100 years. Here are the 100 crimes of the Chinese Communist Party committed. At this time of the Chinese Communist Party's 100th year anniversary, this work is a brief summary of all the crimes. The Chinese Communist Party's crime is beyond counting. Listed here is just one in millions. We can only hope that the Chinese Communist Party goes to hell and leave the world in a clear and decent situation. Crime number 47. Crackdown in Tibet. In 1959, the Chinese Communist Party violated a 17-point agreement on the topic of the liberation of Tibet and undermined Tibetan autonomy and freedom of religion, sparking discontent among Tibetans. The party sent military to suppress the uproar, leading to Dalai Lama's flight to India to form a government in exile. Crime number 48. Giving away national land. In March of 1960, to gain Nepal's opposition against India, Mao Zedong gave Nepal the southern slopes of Mount Everest, which belonged to China. In the same year, the Communist Party signed a border agreement with Burma, ceding to Burma a total of 27,000 square kilometers of the Jiaxingpo and Nankan areas that belonged to China. 1,200 square kilometers of the Changbai Mountain area, including 55% of the waters of the Changbai Mountain, was ceded by the Communist Party to North Korea in March of 1964. Crime number 49. The Great Famine. As a result of the Communist Party's Great Leap Forward, which defied the laws of economic principles and a series of anti-human policy movements, there was a 3-year famine from 1959 to 1962 during a time of peace and propriety. The Communist Party scavenged grain from the peasants according to false grain production targets of the Great Leap Forward. The party would use stolen grain to support other communist countries, or to exchange it for foreign currency for the development of sophisticated military technology, rather than feeding its own starving people, causing a devastating widespread of hunger. In his monograph, Tombstone, the famous scholar Yang Jishin conservatively and scientifically estimated the number of deaths caused by starvation and the Great Famine to be 38 million. Many places even saw the horror of cannibalism due to the lack of food. Crime number 50. The starvation at the Jiabiangou camp. At the end of 1960, about 3,500 rioters were found starved to death in the Jiabiangou farm in Jiuquan, Gansu province, and only 500 survived the cannibalistic tragedy. The famous writer Yang Xianhui has a detailed record of this tragedy in his Chronicles of Jiabiangou.